It's that time of the month where we look at how the top mutual funds in India have reshuffled their portfolios in the previous month. Starting off with India's largest fund house, which is SBI Mutual Fund, that has equity assets of nearly 3 lakh crores that they have invested into equities. Their top sector exposure stands towards financials as well as the IT space. The largest sector buys are from IT as well as consumer discretionary, whereas they have largest sector sells from the energy and communications basket. Moving on to the top 5 stocks that they have bought and sold in the previous month. NHPC, they have added more than 3 crore shares. Reliance Industries, almost 1.5 crore shares that they have added. And Indian Bank, where they have added 1.4 crore shares, along with CG Consumer, where they have managed to add more than 1 crore shares each. V-Guard also making it into the top 5 list. 84 lakh shares is what they have bought in the previous month. Where they have sold off considerably is ONGC, almost 3 crore shares that they have reduced. SAIL, where they have reduced more than 1.5 crore shares. And then you have mid-cap names like Yes Bank, BEL, along with Vodafone Idea, where they have reduced about 50 to 70 lakh shares each. Moving on to the second largest fund house in India, which is ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund. They have equity assets worth 2 lakh crores, where their top sector exposure stands toward the financials and the IT space. In the previous month, their largest sector buys came from the consumer staples as well as communications basket, and the largest sector sell-offs came from the financials and the utility space. Onto the top 5 stocks that they have bought. ITC, 4 crore shares that they have added. Hindalco, more than 1 crore shares, followed by Tata Motors and TVS Motors, where they have added more than 1 crore shares, and HDFC Life also, where they have added 81 lakh shares apiece. Largest stock sales then, Tata Power, 1.8 crore shares that they have reduced. Federal Bank along with NTPC, where they have reduced 1.6 crore shares. And lastly, you have IOC along with GAIL India, where they have reduced about 1 crore shares each. On to the last and final mutual fund house that we track, which is the third largest fund house in India. HDFC Mutual Fund now has equity assets of 1.8 lakh crores. Their top sector exposure stands towards financials and industrials. Where they have added significant stake is communications and consumer discretionary stocks, and where they have reduced is the utilities as well as industrial space. The largest stock buys, a whole host of small and mid-cap names featuring in this list. Vodafone Idea, 1.4 crore shares that they have added, followed by the two public sector banks, PNB along with Bank of Baroda, where they have picked up about 30 to 70 lakh shares each. BEL, where they have added 28 lakh shares, and Reliance Industries, where they have picked up 27 lakh shares for India's largest company. Onto the stock sales then, Power Grid and SBI, they have reduced more than 1 crore shares in the previous month, followed by IRFC, SpiceJet and GAIL India, where they have reduced 75 lakh to 85 lakh shares each.